I think it would be fair to say that our most critical need at this time is for skilled personnel. The funding is generally available, the medications are available, the equipment is available. It's the hands to use it to the benefit of the patients that we need.
Too many doctors and nurses have left our shores, poached for their skills by more affluent nations. This has put a huge strain on our health systems.
We were left with 2 doctors. This is a 300-bed hospital with 16 clinics and with about 7 or 8 mobile points, right? And the catchment population is 220,000. And you've got 2 doctors to look after 220,000.
The rural public hospitals of South Africa really give you an opportunity to get involved, hands-on, and make a significant difference in people's lives. Because if you're not there, the chances are there wouldn't be anybody there.
Africa Health Placements is an organization that recruits health professionals from all around the world and places them in the rural hospitals of Southern Africa.
When I was thinking of coming out, I was trying to write my PhD thesis. I was feeling disillusioned and fed up with it, and I found the website and I actually emailed a brief inquiry, and then my phone went 5 minutes later and it was Tracy from South Africa asking when exactly I wanted to come. It basically made it much more straightforward because I didn't have to work out how to do anything.
Since 2006, we have placed over 1,800 health workers across South Africa, Lesotho and Swaziland. We've also reduced the typical registration period for a foreign doctor from 2 years to about 3 months, meaning that doctors can be brought into Africa far quicker and more efficiently. We've done this by uncovering the fact that there are very good reasons why a doctor would want to work in rural Southern Africa.
I think South Africa is probably unique in being a place where there's a vast amount to be learnt in terms of clinical experience, but also there are the resources behind it. So it's possible, for example, to arrange CT scans and for patients to be seen by thoracic surgeons if that's what's required.
Facilities here are limited to some extent, but in terms of the basics of what we need to do, basic resuscitation and surgical facilities are really quite good.
Clinically, we do general cases. We do have pediatrics here. We see surgical, we see trauma.
We do general anesthetics. Now we have other surgical procedures that we do. It's things like lumpectomies, ectopic pregnancies, reduction of fractures and shoulder dislocations.
Lumbar punctures, I've done an average of about 1 a day, which is obviously far more than I'd be doing in Western Europe.
We see some oncological disorders too, with some secondaries too, presenting with complications. Breast cancer, CA uterus with secondaries, because most of them tend to present late because of facilities to bring them to the health center. Most of them stay in the locations and the farm. Most of them come with complications of both medical, gynecological and surgical disorders.
The amount of work that you can do depends on what you're prepared to do, essentially. If you want to learn to amputate a leg, then you can do it. If you want to do general anesthetics, then you can.
The type of diseases that are prevalent that we see most here in this institution are the chronic diseases like hypertension, diabetes mellitus, asthma, malnutrition with children, HIV and TB.
In summer we face a lot of insect and snake bites. They are so common that you remember the treatment just like that.
maybe I'm a country girl rather than a city girl, but personally I like it here.
Llwybys is a small town quite deep in the middle of the countryside.
The area here, it's nice, it's peaceful, there's no traffic, of course.
It's a laid-back environment, if I may say. I was born and grew up in the cities, and I found this change of environment quite an interesting and a calming one for my personality.
It's 40 minutes away from Cape Vidal, which is it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site actually. It's a beautiful beach.
There's one of South Africa's most famous and best game parks, the Imfolozi game park, which you have to go through to get here. So it's one of the places where you can use the excuse that there have been elephants on the road to explain why you're late for work.
But also, you know, mostly the tranquility or the way this place is, you will enjoy it. You will not want to go anywhere else.
It's not only work, work, work. They can also look at their own career pathing. Although it's a rural area, they do go out to tertiary institutions, meet colleagues there, and there's symposia that they can attend. There's workshops that we send.
There are a number of bodies that are busy doing this, including the Foundation for Professional Development, which runs ongoing courses in HIV and AIDS and antiretroviral therapy, and a host of courses in emergency medicine. The sense of being part of a team, both within the hospital and also the sense of a community outside the hospital, is extremely strong. And that's often what people remark on, and why they find it very difficult to leave, actually.
Usually when people have spent time here, that's one of the things that people often comment on, that it's really been a positive experience for them. When they leave, it's one of the #1 things they say they're going to miss. It's not so much the professional interaction, but the teamwork and the relationships, the sense of community. I think often people from big cities haven't experienced that sense of community before. That's really part of our life here.
So you're weighing up your nice cosy life in England with your nice cosy training year on year on year, compared to kind of getting out there and maybe kind of just having something unexpectedly rich and surprising.
The element of excitement and a little bit of danger is actually quite appealing. It makes me feel alive. It makes me feel that every day matters and doing what you do counts.
1,800 health professionals and counting. Some come for the experience, some to learn, and others because they simply want to make a difference. But all say they've been enriched by their time here, as have the hospitals with a newfound capacity to thrive. As for AHP, we'll keep pushing until equitable access to care has been achieved for all.
Anything that we do is an added bonus to them, and it does make a difference to their life. And by doing that, then we enjoy medicine, we enjoy it and remember why we've started medicine.